Hey, what's up YouTube? Since I'm on the road today, I might as well just go ahead and bust these videos out while I'm in the mood. But today I want to talk about being the black sheep of the family. I want to talk about the pros and cons of being a black sheep of the family, of your family, however you want to look at it. Me personally, I have been no contact with my mom and some of my family for, I want to say, 2 years or something like that. I kind of lost count because there were like different things that happened throughout me going no contact with my mother at first, and then other family members joined in and just, you know, and then I'm not going to say they joined in, but there were certain things I've changed as a person, and there are certain things that I no longer tolerate. I'm not accepting scraps from people, and most people that are black sheep, you know what it's like to try to struggle for acceptance. But yeah, so this journey has really taught me a lot about people, a lot about my family of origin, because I like to call them family of origin because they're not family per se, family of origin. And these people, most black sheep, the family never liked you from the jump. Okay, as soon as you came out, they didn't like you. They saw something in you that they just did not like. And being a black sheep, or I like to say brave sheep that we are, we don't even know like why, because it's like, why? Like, we just want to love, we just want to be with them. But like, hindsight looking back, like what they say, hindsight is 20/20. These people never F with me. They never liked me. So yeah, so we're gonna go into the pros and cons of being a black sheep, because I don't see a lot of content with people like myself. I think Allison the Mystic, she there's no contact with her mom and some of her family. I could be wrong, but they're not. I just want to have a community of people that we can talk about this, because being a black sheep of the family or being the outlier is very isolating. And yeah, so like I said, I'm going to touch on the pros and cons of being the black sheep. So I am going to go over the cons first. You will see me glance down, look at my notepad that I have my notes on. So the first con I would say is isolation, especially during the beginning. When you tell people that you're no contact with your mom or dad, whomever you're going no contact with, there's a sense of loneliness. There's like emotional burden, because sometimes you don't want to tell people, you know, you're no contact with this person because it feels so heavy, and in society it's how can I say this? It's seen as abnormal or disrespectful if you are no longer in contact with your birth mother or your birth father. There's judgment. I talked about that. Emotional burden, judgment, criticism, conflict within the family. You have people choosing sides. Most people are choosing sides of the cluster B person. I don't like to use the word a lot of people use, but they choose sides because it benefits them. So it could be financial, it's mainly financial in the way, like what they can get from that person. So the people will have to choose a side, and they'll find a way to, how can I say this? They'll find a way to have a conflict with the black sheep to appease the birth mother or the birth father. I hope that makes sense. But they'll figure out a way, like they'll pick a fight and be like, you know what, I don't mess with this person either, or I ain't like them either, and so that causes conflict. And most of the time when it's the black sheep, it starts out, at least in my situation, it started with me going no contact with my mother, and then it just expanded through the family, some of the family anyway, most of it, my mother's side. And I think I started with 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. But anyway, the last one, I would say the con is lack of support. So because I am a black sheep, I don't have the typical family dynamic. I have a little one, and so there are certain things that I want to do that I can't do because I have to take care of her. So I don't have that village per se, like, oh, you know, my mother can watch her, or such and such can watch her. Granted, I have an older son, but I don't want my son really. And then I'm real funny about people watching my child, so I don't be asking the friend whomever that I do have, because I ain't got a whole bunch of them. That's a whole nother like video for another time, because just to touch on, when you come from a dysfunctional family, or your family of origin that's cluster B-ish, I don't know, like, anyway, cluster B, look it up. You tend to have friends that are the same way. So during the healing journey, you'll learn that the people that were your friends or romantic partners they have characteristics of your family of origin. So I'm very cautious or conscientious of the term friend, because everybody isn't my friend, because there are people that I met along the way that met me, the unhealed person. So they weren't my friends. I would say most of them are opportunists, users, abusers, things of that nature. So next we're going to talk about the pros of being a black sheep. So here are the pros we're going to talk about of being a black sheep. One, I would say a new found independence. As a black sheep, we have the freedom that we didn't have before to express who we are, our values, our beliefs, and our different interests that we like. Me personally, I was brought up in a Christian household. Wasn't overly religious, but Christian enough as though I went to church, went to Bible study, got baptized, all that good stuff. We wasn't in church like, every day, but I know about tithing, all that good stuff. So now that I'm a parent, I don't do any of those things. So I tend to think outside of the box. So I wouldn't say I'm Christian based, I'm spiritual. So I would say a newfound form of independence. We have also number 2, because I'm gonna try to keep up with the numbers, a unique perspective. So our view is different. Being a black sheep, I can't describe it. If you're a black sheep, or I like to say brave sheep, you know what I mean. Like, our perspectives are different. We don't view things black and white. We see things from a different angle. Like, I've talked to people and they've said, they don't talk to this person or that person before, when I thought I was close to my birth mother. I was like, oh, how dare you not talk to such and such, and that's your mother, and I was that person. So our perspectives are unique. 3, we are more resilient. So being different, because we're already different, right? Most black sheeps are different. We're quirky, different, can't put us in a box. Most of the time we see each other, we know. So because we're resilient, we've been criticized, put down, tried to fit into the family dynamics. We've done everything. And so because we have overcame those things, we're resilient. Like, granted, you knock us down, we get back up, we're gonna make it work. And honestly, I think that resiliency is what makes a lot of our families of origin make their ass itch. Like, down like it. Like, how dare you get back up after we stomped you to the ground? How dare you still be happy? How? Like, they don't like it. We have a strong identity. For me personally, especially raising a little girl, I'm teaching her things that I wasn't taught, because moms and dads of that cluster B personality, they set their children up for failure. They don't tell them the different things that can happen, or so for me, because I have a strong identity into who I am, I instill that in my daughter. So I would definitely say that is a good pro, is allowing my daughter to be who she wants to be. And the same thing with my son. My son's an adult. Allowing him to be who he wants to be and not what I think he should be. Granted, when I had my son when I was younger, of course, when you are raised in a family dynamic such as mine, you tend to sometimes force those beliefs on other people's, including your children, when you don't even know. So earlier, I would say when I was raising my son, because I was younger, there were certain things that I wish I didn't do. But we've talked about it, we moved past it. I've acknowledged what I did was wrong, and we moved past it. So definitely having a strong identity as a Black sheep, it's almost like it's freeing. Like, you just, I've never colored my hair so many times. I've never done certain things so many times. Like my house, like I can't even describe the independence. It's like almost like you can breathe. It's like a second go around. Like you get a second chance at life once you break free from that effed up family of origin. Last thing but not least is you learn how to cultivate diverse relationships. So as a Black sheep, you try to forge relationships outside of your family, because your family is not compatible with you as a person. But me personally, I'm having a difficult time connecting with people because I am so different. I was a teenage mother, an older mother because I had my daughter in my late 30s, divorced, in a relationship. I don't drive a fancy car. I don't live in like a fancy house, and I'm content with that. So there are a lot of people that I try to form relationships with or friendships with, and it doesn't work because one, people sometimes are intimidated by me, or some people just being no contact with their family, and along with being a Black sheep, you have a strong sense of self, and so a lot of people don't know how to take that as a person. What is it? I think I just found out my rising sign is Scorpio, and for what I read up on it, we're intense. My Myers-Briggs is an INFJ, again, intense. So we have the RBF. So all of that combined with being a Black sheep, it's hard to find people that are similar and that get me, that can understand me, because all of this, yes, is a RBF face at times, but I'm the most loving and caring person. But at the same time, don't play with me either, because I have boundaries as well. But like, hopefully this video finds the right person or right community of people that are Black sheep, brave sheep, because we're brave as F. Let me know what your experiences have been. But yeah, I just wanted to post this. And again, let me know what y'all think. Y'all like my rings, they cute. But I love, if you are quirky, if you are different, stay that way. I've embraced being quirky, different, being who the F I want to be. Don't care what nobody think. Don't care what nobody say. Everything always works out. That's like my thing. But be well, and smooches. Bye.